Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lorenzo and welcome to another lecture series on the lumbar plexus. So we'll be treating the lumbar plexus today. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification button so that you will always be notified when I drop any video. And if you have any questions, always do well to drop it on the comment section. So let us dive into the video proper. We'll be talking based on the outlines. You have the introduction. We'll introduce what the lumbar plexus is, and we'll say how it is formed and what it innervates, its function, and maybe one or two clinical correlates that affect the lumbar plexus. What is lumbar plexus? Just like the sacral plexus, just like the brachial plexus, the lumbar plexus is an interconnection of what? Nerves. Interconnection of what? Nerves that emanate from the intervertebral foramen of the lumbar vertebrate. So very simple. Again, it is the interconnection of nerves that emanate from the intervertebral foramen of the what? The lumbar vertebrate. So in between the vertebrae, there's always an intervertebral foramen where the nerve leaves from the spinal cord to the foramen to innervate any part. The lumbar plexus is formed from where? Where is it formed from? It is formed from what? L1 to L4. L1 to L4 nerve with a contribution of T12 and L5. Don't forget L1 to L4 with a contribution of T12 and L5. So very simple. That is what is formed. Now T12 is just a contribution, and T12 is called the subcostal nerve. And looking at it, T12 contributes a branch to L1 to form the iliohypogastric and ilioinguinal nerve. Don't forget, T12 contribute to L1 to form the iliohypogastric ilioinguinal nerve. L1 joins together, gives a twig or gives a connection with L2 to form what? The genitofemoral nerve. L2 gives a branch to L3 and they both form what? The lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh, but in a dorsal division, while genitofemoral nerve is in a ventral division. Don't forget that. Now, T2, L2, L3, L4, they form big trunk which divides into ventral and dorsal branch. The ventral branch becomes the obturator nerve, while the dorsal branch becomes the what? Femoral nerve. Don't forget. L1, L2, L3, L4 forms a very big branch. The branch is big and they divide into two branches, a ventral division and a dorsal division. Don't forget. The ventral division is called the obturator nerve, while the dorsal division is called the femoral nerve. Don't forget that. Now, also L3, L4 also forms one branch. They forms a branch together, and that branch is called the accessory obturator nerve. The accessory obturator nerve, L3 and L4 in the ventral division. So we have two dorsal division, the lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh in between L2 and what? L3, and also the femoral nerve which is in between L2 to L4. Very simple. Then the ventral division are of three branches, which is the obturator nerve, which is a big branch, which is L2 to L4, while the accessory obturator nerve L3 and L4, while the genitofemoral nerve L1 and L2. Now the big one, which is the lumbar sacral trunk, which form between L4 and L5. Don't forget it. The next part we'll be addressing here is very simple, which is the functions and uses of this nerve. Where are they innervating? Where are they innervating? That is the question. So I'll be giving you. Now, first of all, the L1, the T12 is a subcostal nerve. So T12 is a subcostal nerve. It is not a branch of, it is not a major branch of the lumbar plexus, but it just gives a contribution. So one thing you have to understand that the first branch here, which is iliohypogastric nerve. What is iliohypogastric nerve? Iliohypogastric nerve innervates the what? Anterior abdominal muscle around the hypogastric region. The anterior abdominal muscle around the hypogastric region. Also, it innervates what? The skin or the cutaneous. It gives a cutaneous branch to the skin in the gluteal region. Don't forget that. Ilioinguinal nerve also does the same thing that iliohypogastric nerve is doing, but the only thing it innervates some places more. It innervates the what? Anterior abdominal muscle, and also it also innervates for male the root of the penis and what? The scrotum. And for the female, it innervates the mons pubis and the labia majora. Don't forget that. Now, the next one is the genitofemoral nerve. The genitofemoral nerve, during its course, it divides into a genital branch. The genital branch supplies the what? The same thing. The mons pubis for female and the labia majora, while for male is innervating what? The root of the penis. But in the scrotum, it is innervating the cremaster muscle. Very simple. And for the femoral branch, it gives a cutaneous branch to the what? Anterior compartment of the thigh. Just in the anterior part, upper part, not the lower part. Now, the lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh is very simple. What does it do? It innervates the upper lateral part of the thigh. Finish. Lateral part of the thigh. Then now, the two big one, which is the what? Obturator nerve. The obturator nerve in the ventral division, who is it innervating? It's very simple. It's innervating the skin and the muscle in the medial compartment of the thigh. In my next video, I'll be giving you some of these muscles so that you understand which is in the medial, which is in the anterior, which is in the lateral. Now, the femoral nerve, again, which is also the biggest branch to this place, supplies what? The skin and the muscles of the anterior compartment of the thigh, and also the lower lateral aspect of the thigh, because the lateral cutaneous nerve supplies the upper lateral part of the thigh. Forget. So now, the accessory obturator nerve is a small branch of L3, L4, which is in the ventral division. Innervate what? What did it innervate? It innervate the pectineus muscle. I'll be giving you a mnemonic. What mnemonic will you use to understand this thing? What mnemonic will you need to know? Sarah is getting late on Friday afternoon. Sarah is getting late on Friday afternoon. What is Sarah? Subcostal nerve. Is iliohypogastric ilioinguinal nerve. Getting genitofemoral nerve. Laid is what? Lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh. On obturator nerve. Friday femoral nerve. Afternoon accessory obturator nerve. Hope that helps you. Then the last verse is the lumbosacral trunk. It gives major branch to the what? To the sacral plexus. It's very simple. Now, since you have understood this part and I've given you the mnemonic for it, the last thing we'll be talking about, what are the clinical causes of this? The only clinical causes of this thing is very simple, is that sometimes the nerve can be impinged by pressing. Something can press on the nerve. There's what we call lumbosacral plexulopathy. When there is a structural damage either between the lumbar plexus or the sacral plexus, and anytime that there is an impingement of a nerve, or when time any nerve is compressed, what will happen? It causes numbness, tingliness, and again weakness of that part, because there will be no neural transmission to that nerve, which will cause muscle weakness. So hope you understand everything I taught today. Please go. Also, when you are studying it, as I forgot to say, always use your atlas. If you have your atlas anatomy, use it to study, because it will help you so well. And if you have any question, drop it down in the comment section and I will surely answer you. And if you are new to my video, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification button. Anytime I come, what will happen? Anytime I drop any video, you'll be sure to get it. Thank you.